You mentioned three children, two girls. When you look at them, the two girls now, and you see them growing up, as you mentioned now, they're adults, right? They're young women, they're growing into their own. How proud of you? How proud are you to see them grow up and to become the women that they are now?
You're going to get me crying on this one. So, folks who are listening, this question, yeah, this one is intense for me. So, my strong-willed child, my 21-year-old, okay, all three of them are strong-willed. They're like their mom. Like, let's just apples close to the tree. All three of my children are very strong-willed. But my quintessential strong-willed child, she decided that the path that was expected of her is not the path that's the best choice for her. So let me give you a little insight on that. She went to university for 3 years and hated every minute of it and found a big girl job, an adult job, and decided to quit university. And the day she told me was like one of the most proud I've ever been of her, because she decided to carve her own path and not do what was expected of her, which is leaps and bounds ahead of where I was at 21, because I was still doing what was expected of me. And the year before, she broke up with a boyfriend whom I adore, and everybody's still good, and they're still best of friends. But she realized that he wasn't going to be her long term, and was brave enough, 3.5-year relationship, to end it. And so I'm so proud of her, and I feel like, and I'll talk about the second one here in a second, I feel like because of the stuff we went through, she's able to be a more independent woman and not do what is expected, but do what is best for her. Which there's a fine line, right? So sometimes doing what's expected is what's best for us, but she was able to clearly see that the expectations set by her father are not what's in the best interest of her life. Because when she came to me and she was like, I think I'm going to quit university, I'm like, perfect. Absolutely go. And she's like, what? I'm like, it's not for you, sister. Like, this is not your gig right now. You can always go back to university. Like, not even a thing. So yeah, I beam with pride with that one. And then my 19-year-old, oh man, I don't know if y'all could ever see the smile on my face, but they both just make me so proud. My 19-year-old actually serves our country and is married to a soldier as well. And they moved out to Washington State. They just got married August 29th, and she moved out October 10th. And she lives clear across the country. I live on the Eastern time zone, and she lives obviously on Pacific. And I'm just so proud of her. She's 19, she's married. People think that's crazy. Guilty. At first I was like, you want to do what? You've known the boy for 3 months. Like, I don't even know who he is, and I can't pick him out of a lineup. So what are you doing? But we met him, and he loves her, and she loves him. And yeah, it's not just all lovey-dovey, gushy-mushy, but they really communicate, and they're really friends, and they really take care of each other. And they're fighting for freedom. Like, how much more proud can a mom be, right? So they're both independent women. Yes, she's married. Yes, the other one's dating and living with her boyfriend, but they're both independent women who have a strong head on their shoulders. And now I feel like I'm babbling, but you asked about my kids, you know? But such pride. And my son too, I mean, he's 13 and he's just a gem. Like, he's the kind of man that I always wanted to marry. That sounds weird, not in a weird way, but you know, like, he's just kind and loving and gentle, and like opens the door and asks me how I'm really doing, and brings me ice cream, and you know, just a good young man.